Coachbuild is a very unique competence for Rolls-Royce. As you well know, in years gone by, back at the turn of the century and later, people bought cars which were basically just a rolling chassis, and they had no body. And they took their rolling chassis to coach builders to create the body of the car, and that was called coach building. And then later, when cars became mass produced, coach building was too expensive and it took too long, so it died. It was an industry that died, a competence that died. And about 5 or 6 years ago, we at Rolls-Royce, we discussed the notion of bringing the coach building back to life. Could we allow and provide an opportunity for very select clients of Rolls-Royce to create for themselves their very own car with its own unique body and its own unique execution? And we've been very successful in doing that. And we now have a number of clients who are working with us on the creation of coach build projects, which will appear over the next years. This particular car that we've unveiled here today has been 4 years in the making for a very, very special client of ours who had the idea of making a car which was in the boat tail typology. And we loved that idea, so we went with it. We've worked with that client, and as you see today, it's exquisite.
And moving forward, what does this mean for Rolls-Royce? How much do you want to grow this part of the business?
It will. It'll never be a huge part of our business. This is more a halo, if I can put it that way. It's at the very apex of luxury. To create a product like this, I would say, is to create the world's greatest luxury product. And you will notice I didn't say the greatest automotive luxury product. I'm talking about luxury in the broad sense of the word. Um, Rolls-Royce is a house of luxury in the business of making gorgeous and wonderful motor cars, in the same way that other manufacturers may be in the business of making gorgeous timepieces or beautiful leather goods and so on. We make magnificent motor cars as items of luxury, and to do coach building is a bit like haute couture, but even better because it's haute couture in a one-off way. It's that special gown that a lady has made for her, and there is only one of them ever. It's that special watch that is made for a gentleman, perhaps, and there is only one of them. And that's the same that we're doing here. We're making super special coach build cars for very unique and wealthy customers, and there will just be one of them. Or in this case, where with Boattail, there are only three customers who came to us and talked to us about the Boattail typology. One of them, who owns an historic Rolls-Royce Boattail, got together with two of his friends, and they came to us and they said, look, could they cooperate with us on a Boattail type coach build project? And you see the result of that today here on the banks of Lake Como, and I venture to say it's extremely beautiful.
Wonderful. And a very quick one as well. What would be the criteria for one to own or to commission such a
Yes.
project?
Yes, that's a good question. It's not by commission, it's by invitation. So we look for clients who are connoisseurs, car collectors, understand luxury, are able to devote the time and energy into doing a collaboration with us on a particular coach build project. And that will mean coming to the home of Rolls-Royce maybe 6, 7, 8 times during the course of the 4 years that the car is in creation, working with our designers and our coach build, color people, leather people, and so on and so forth, to will the car into life. And we look for clients who are able to do that, and of course can afford it, because it isn't cheap.
Richard, thank you very much indeed. It's always a pleasure to see you.
Very welcome.